Well, hello everyone, it's Michelle from Michelle's Ink and Stamp It, and today I'm going to show you part 3. This is my finished junk journal for my design team project for Studio 28E, and this is Are Blue Hue from Sherry, her one of her kits, and I'm on the design team for her. And I just love this kit. It's so cool. The music paper was stuff on my table. I had a sheet of it. And this material, I think I got at the Dollar Tree. They had some blue ticking or gray ticking. And this is just some lace that I had. But everything in here, I think, except for just a couple of things, were from Studio 28E. So this is my cover. This is the back cover. These are all from the kit except for the music paper. The lady is from the kit. All this darker blue paper is cabbage dyed paper that I did at Easter with just regular printer paper. And this is all from the kit. This is material that I got at In Stitches. Well, I got some little scraps in there. So this is a tag that I made from the part 2 where I showed you the masterboard that I did. So the back part of it is the cabbage dyed paper, and I used a paper bag. Well, it was packaging that I got from an Amazon, and then some I used my laces and stuff that I had. This is part of the kit. And this is some washi tape and, okay, words are hard. Pattern paper. Sewing pattern paper. But everything else is from the kit. The lace is from my stash. And this little paper here was on my desk, and it matched. It was blue, so I figured, well, fair game. This is from the masterboard. All the papers I showed in the first part, I'll do a link up to that there, and then the masterboard that I made, I'll try to do another link up there. This was part 1, the papers. Part 2 was the masterboard, and 3 is the finished product, the journal. This was from, I think, the boho kit that Sherry had. I used it in a different journal too, but I had those left over. I had 2 of those, the little file folder pieces. I mixed in some coffee dyed paper, some printer dyed paper that I had. The pockets here, I printed them 2 to a page. So this is that same piece that was on the front. But when I printed them 2 to a page, and then I just backed them with each other, and they go all the way through. So this is the other piece of it here. And the front part is the other part to this. So I just backed them together, folded them in half, and then put little notches in them. This was a piece from the kit that folded over. This was one of the little ephemera pieces. If you don't know me or you haven't seen my videos before, I love to journal, so I leave lots of journaling space for journaling. I know others will fill them up with lots of stuff all over the place, and I like that too. But for my personal preference, if I give it to somebody and they want more stuff in it, I will gladly put more stuff in it for them. But for my tastes, I like the lots of journaling areas. This is part of the kit that I printed up smaller. I put it into the Cricut, and when I brought it in, I guess I brought it in smaller than it was. So that's why that's the size it is. This is a freebie envelope from Genevieve's Designs. So I just printed that up and I added the thing. I printed up one of Sherry's other, and I don't remember the name to this. If I remember it, I'll put it in the description below for you. So I just printed that on one side and then the freebie envelope on the other side. So that just hangs over here, makes it look cute. This is another tag from the masterboard, backed with the cabbage. I keep wanting to say Cabbage Patch. Cabbage dyed paper. This was one of the papers that I did when I did them 2 up on the page. It ended up being like that. So I just folded it in half. So you can make it into, add more papers, make it into a little booklet so you'd have more room to journal too. This is all from the kit. This is from the kit, another tag. I made the pockets out of the cabbage dyed paper. This was part of those 2 up ones. I just folded. This was the one that was left over by itself, so I just folded it in half. And it goes through. It's another one of the tags. And I topped this one with sari silk. Some of the lace I had, so I just added it like a pocket. I think I have a couple of these. I brought it in when I did the other ones. It printed it too small, so I did use them. This is one of the pieces, and I just made a little tuck spot out of that. This is butcher paper here. This is one of the envelopes that comes with it. I didn't glue it shut so that I could tuck stuff in there if I wanted to. This was a strip from the piece that was on my desk. This is all part of the kit. Another one of the mason jars. I really like those. This is part of the ones that I folded up so that you could open up. Let's see, where was it? Oh, right here. So I did that, and then it leaves a little bit of extra piece, so I folded that up. You could close that off and make a pocket out of it, which I did in the back. And that was tied with the some baker's twine. I left the blank on the back side. This is like that little card piece that I showed you. This is the full page of it. I use this little card as a tuck spot. Added a doily. This is a coffee filter that I dyed with printer ink, my leftover printer ink. I have a whole video on that. I'll try to leave a link to that there. This is one of those tags. I love this paper. This reminds me so much of Monet's kitchen paper that he has in Giverny when I was there. So this is a coffee dyed paper, or just one of the pages that I did little, so I had a couple of them. Yeah, can I get it? I knew that would be the challenge, trying to put these back in. I'll just do that. Another one of the cards that I did as a tuck spot. Here's another one of the littler mason jars that I printed up the wrong size. One of the kits, and I just backed it with the packing, the brown packaging from an Amazon package. Added some lace. This is one of the strips that were left over. Or I think this is part of the ephemera. There were this, and there's one more that I think I have in here somewhere. This was another freebie from Genevieve. There was 4 different sizes of these little booklets, so I just printed stuff on the back side of them. Thought that'd be cute to make little journals with. One of the little ones that I printed up. Another one of the masterboard. More baker's twine. This I just added one of the butterflies. I tore this off and added it to some lace on top of the pocket. Another just a plain tag. More of the coffee dyed paper. This is printer ink, dyed with the leftover printer ink. So this is from the printer ink as well. This is from one of Sherry's other kits, or one of her freebies. That was a bingo card. So I just added a little coffee filter, an arrow filter, I think is what this is from. My friend that I was with this weekend, she was making her coffee, and when she took out the filter, I went, oh, can I have that? I don't know if you can see it. It ends up being embossed with little dots from going through when you press it. So it's kind of a cool thing. So I added that to it. Made a little cluster. This is from some Tim Holtz material. And this was a little piece that was on my desk. It's fun to use those up. And some more of the packaging. More of the pattern paper and some washi tape off of one of my packagings that I got. This was one of the pages, and then I put this little card that was part of the ephemera pack in the center. So thought that was fun, and it kind of fit in there and gave it some life. Another one of the doilies, another one of the printer papers. This is one of the pieces left over on the masterboard. This was one of those freebies from Genevieve that I just backed with that. This is a piece of the packaging. Added a little butterfly there, and this is one of the papers. I'm doing good so far. I only have one that I couldn't get back in right away. This is one of the cards that comes with the kit. One of the leftover pieces of my cabbage dyed paper. And a piece of the packaging. So this is more of that music paper. A little piece that was from my desk. I think I had like a half a sheet that was laying on there. This is more packaging. Backed on the paper and a little tag on it. This, I printed this one up too small, so I thought, well, I'll just use it. The cabbage dyed paper, part of my masterboard that I did. And then it folds over on both sides, so they're kind of cool. Another part of the masterboard. Some of the embellishments that come with the ephemera that come with the kit. Another part of the masterboard. That paper worked really well with this paper pack. The pattern paper, a little leftover piece in the packaging. The other part of the coffee filter. More of the masterboard. It's more of the masterboard that I topped with a piece of lace. This was part of the masterboard. I turned into a belly band. This was an envelope. I printed all of them, I think, with that. I think I had did 3 of these. More of the masterboard. This is from Sherry's Boho kit. The file folder. I had this one and that blue one was left over. So they worked out good. This is part of the embellishments and a little butterfly. Another piece of the master board. Oh no, this was a leftover strip that I had. So I just put some backing on it. Backed it with this paper with the butterflies on it. It's another one of the fold outs. It's another one from the master board. This is another little piece from the master board, and then I had 3 of those coffee filters, the little half round, or the rounds. So I cut this one in half and put it underneath there. And more of the pattern paper and some music paper. So tag, this is one I backed with the, when I printed up the sheets that I showed you, these were the ones I cut out, and they were just on regular copy paper, so I just used the brown packaging as like a backing for it. So you want to put that in front, and then this is one of the cards from the kit. A little piece of that music paper. That's a tag from the kit. Or no, that's one of the pages. I just cut it up into a tag. This was part of the one of the strips that was left over. Let's see, let me take this out. This has a tag in it here. I just double-sided it. It was a little square that was left over, or a strip that was left over, and I just folded it in half. Put that there, and that holds that down. Another master board piece. Some more of the cabbage dyed paper. This is some butcher paper that was printer dyed. It's fun to go through your stash and see what you have that will go with it. This is one of the littler ones. Just made a little collage out of some little remnant pieces. That was washi tape. This more master board. I really like how these little pockets turned out. It's kind of fun. This one I did turn into a pocket, so I just glued the edges there. This was one of those Genevieve freebies that was part of that. And I printed on the back of it with this page. This is one of the kit pieces. This is one of the border pieces, and then that was a leftover piece on my desk. This is a part of the master board. A little envelope that comes with the kit. I did close it up so you can stick some little goodies in there. And then I just folded it over this back page. Over the back of the page, and this was one of the pockets and the little matching tag that goes with it. More of the washi tape, the packaging, the pattern paper. Then this is the envelope, and I think all 3 of them I printed that Sherry's other kit in the inside of it. And then a stamp that I had. And more of the master board. And more of the master board. I got my money's worth out of my master board that I made. So this, I took the piece and just fussy cut it out, or fussy tore it out, put it in there. And then the back of the kit. So, and I just used some sari silk here. Wrap that around. So that's my design team project for Studio 28E. This is the Are Blue Hue from Sherry, and that was my design team project for September. So hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Go create something fun. Please like and subscribe. Hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll put a video over here that you might be interested in as well. Go create something fun. Bye.